Hello everybody, welcome. It's Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's the first Monday in the new year, 2020, and so it's time for Stampin' with Denise. Welcome. Trying to remember how to do all this. It's been a couple weeks. I've missed you all. I've enjoyed my time off, don't get me wrong, but I have missed you all, and I'm glad to be back. And I've got a fun card tonight with some of the new product. So we'll give just a second for folks to join us, and I hope everybody had an enjoyable holiday season, whichever holiday you celebrated, and a nice new year. I worked, but I did take a couple of days off. Let me pull this up on my computer while I'm sitting here chatting. Have you all seen the new catalog? It used to be the occasions. It's going to take a little bit for me to think the name of it. The occasions, or the mini catalog, and the celebrations catalog. Have you seen it? It's great. They've got, what's your favorite thing? I want you to leave me a message down below which one you think is, which one is your favorite suite, bundle, stamp set in the catalog. I'm sorry here, I'm having trouble with, I'm trying to get my, trying to see so I can see comments too, and it's being finicky here. Okay, hopefully we'll get it started here. Okay, well, as always, if you share my video, I'd love to be able to send you the card I make tonight, and it's really pretty. I think you're gonna like it. I am just not seeing, I'm having a really hard time here. I'm trying to make it so I can see comments. I can see my video, but I just can't see any comments, so I don't know if you're there or not. Let me see here. I'm gonna try this one more time. I think Facebook has changed something. Well, maybe because then I get it where I can see the comments, but I can't see, my video's not going, so I don't know what is going on here. Okay, well, guys, I'm not going to be able to see who's on or who's not on, because I want to make sure I can watch and make sure you're seeing what I'm seeing. But I'm going to go ahead and put the phone up in the holder. We're going to get started and talk a little bit about all of the fun new products, okay? Hang tight. So, okay, well, I don't know what's going on and why I can't get this so I can see comments. I'm getting a little frustrated here. Let's see. Try one other way here. So, well, while we're waiting here, what do y'all think of the changes to the catalog, the way it's laid out? Instead of being portrait, it's landscape. I've heard people say both, so I don't know which way I like better. You tell me. Okay, well, so anyway, lots of fun things here in the new catalog. Yay! I kind of like, and they did this in the annual catalog, they show you the bundles and the suites in the beginning so you can kind of see what goes with what. I'm sorry guys, I'm having a heck of a time. Okay, I can't see who's on, so I'll have to comment later. So it's really nice though that you can kind of see the things in a glance and know where to look, and then they show everything all together in the usual pages. So couple big things I think in this catalog this time around, and I don't know if you can see, this is the Parisian Blossoms. I'm hoping this is centered. I know it's pretty wide. Is this Parisian Blossoms? It's really been very popular. The paper's gorgeous. Couple other things here I like, and then I will get to tonight's project. Peaceful Poppies. Very popular. I like it a lot. These are kind of my colors. I like these bold, bright colors. And actually, tonight we're going to be using from this suite of products. And then the one other one that I really am kind of liking, and maybe we'll do next week, is this Tropical Oasis. I was in a swap and I had to make 4 different cards using this suite of products, and I'm going to tell you, it was good. It was fun. I love the cards. The paper's bright, bright flowers. So anyway, and lots of coordinating colors. So let me go ahead and get started. Like I said, we're going to be using the Painted Poppies and Peaceful Moments. They're both part of the same suite of products. This one obviously for our images, and this one for our sentiments. I like these sentiments a lot, and I'm really fond of this font. And I think I'm going to be getting a lot of use out of this one. I hope it sticks around when this catalog ends. And the paper from that suite that coordinates is just gorgeous. So I'm not going to pull it completely out here, but we've got these poppies. This is what we're going to be using tonight on our card. Gosh, there's so many colors that coordinate. Let me get that page open again so I don't have to flip my paper back and forth to see what colors are in it. It's got a lot of colors too. It's got Poppy Parade, Calypso Coral, Flirty Flamingo, Crushed Curry, Old Olive, Mossy Meadow, Pool Party, Rich Razzleberry, and Blackberry Bliss. Like I said, I'm loving these colors. These are my kind of colors, bright and vibrant. And so there's what we're using on our card. And as you can see, these are 12 by 12 sheets of paper, and they're double-sided. I'm going to tell you, I've seen some beautiful things with this, and the paper does all the work. It makes beautiful cards really simple. So let me get this back here, and we will get started. And I'm sorry guys, I can't see your comments, but if we've got anybody new joining us tonight, if you share my video, everybody, and you comment shared in the comments, I will put you in a drawing and send you the card that I make tonight. So as I said, we're going to be using the Painted Poppies and Peaceful Moments stamp sets to make this really cute card, okay? So let me get my measurements here. Okay, so my base, we'll start with the base. I've used Rich Razzleberry because I couldn't decide if this was the if this paper, this designer series paper that's in this set, if it was more of the Rich Razzleberry or the Blackberry Bliss. So I decided to just go with the Rich Razzleberry just because it was a little bit lighter color. So anyway, it's half of an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. It's folded in half, and that's your base, card base. Super simple. Then you have 2 pieces of Whisper White that are 4 by 5 1/4. And this card, you can see I put a piece of designer series paper on the inside too, just to kind of dress it up a little bit. You don't have to if you don't want to, but if you decide to do that, the pieces are 1 inch wide by 5 1/4 long. Now these are 6 inches. I haven't trimmed them off, and I'll explain why later. Let's see, we're going to use black ink, Rich Razzleberry ink, and the Old Olive. Okay, so I'm going to grab another sheet of scratch paper just to put underneath this, because we're going to be stamping off the side. And I guess what we'll start with then is stamping the poppies, because that's the main image. So I'm going to use the Memento Black, put my stamp on the block. And the reason I put it in an angle for 2 reasons. One, I put my sticker on here uneven. So, and then the other reason I do it uneven is then because if I put it in kind of aligned with the bottom of the block, then I want to line the bottom of the block up rather than the stamp. And so this way I'm forced to make sure it's even. I know that probably didn't make a lot of sense, but anyway, so I'm going to ink this up with our Memento Black ink. And I just find on these bigger stamps like this, it's a little easier to do it like this. I'm going to look at about halfway, and let's see. That looks. So I'm put it down, just let it set for a second. So did everybody have a peaceful, restful holiday? I did. Like I said, I pretty much worked. I took a couple days off just to kind of regroup. There we go. Looks pretty straight. So I know it doesn't make much sense, but that's why I put that on there at an angle. And while we're doing this, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the happy birthday too. Down here at the bottom, kind of centered. Because you know what? We always need birthday cards. And we're going to need a lot more this year. I'm sending out a lot more birthday cards. So, then, what we're going to do, in the stamp set, there are a couple of these little splatter stamps, okay? And we're going to use those. We're going to use the big one for the purple color for the flowers, and we're going to use the smaller one for the green. And, again, just like the same color as the card, I'm going to use the rich razzleberry for this. But this is a very, very dark color. So, what you do is a technique called Stampin' Off. And you just kind of stamp it off. And for this, I'm going to stamp it off 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And look at that. Each time you get a incrementally lighter color. So, I stamped it off 3 times. And there we go. I've got some colors for my flowers. So, 1, 2, 3. There we go. I'll put the other one right about here. You know, there's nothing, it's right or wrong, because it's kind of a random pattern. Okay, so that's pretty good. Let me put those away. So have you, like I said, leave me a comment down below. Tell me what your favorite products are in the new catalog. I'd love to hear. Okay, now, so this is the old olive. And we are going to use that on the bottom. And on this one, we're going to stamp off twice. That's what I did on this. Why did I do that? That was funny. Force of habit, you know. 1, 2. This isn't as dark as I had it, but that's okay. No 2 cards are going to be exactly the same. And there we go. So it's not too overpowering. You know, I could have gone with the second. You only stamped it off once, but it's just trial and error and whatever it is that you like to do. So this is a super simple card. And we are going to go ahead and put the Designer Series paper on both the strips on both of these. And I'm going to get out, I'm going to use my Tombow adhesive. I've been using more Tombow than snail lately, just kind of a, I don't know, switch. The one thing I do like about Tombow is it gives you a little bit of time. If you don't get it exactly right, it gives you a few seconds to slide it and put it in place. The bad thing about Tombow is once it's there, it's there. There is no getting it off. So I want to run this right up to this edge. I want to make sure it's covering all of that white, because I'm going to tell you, if it's not, there we go. I see I was able to slide it over. Just as if not, it will really show up against that dark background if I had a little bit of white. Like right there, I got just a little bit of white. But it's, there we go. I got it moved just a little bit. So, and then what I'm going to do, and I do it this way. Where'd my scissors go? Okay, here's my scissors. I like to have it just a little bit longer, then that way I can trim it exactly, and I don't have to worry about it being too short then, because you can always cut something off, but you can't add it back on, you know. So let me see here. I should be using, you know, we have this cute little trimmer that you can get if you take advantage of the starter kit. little guillotine trimmer. I don't know if you saw it. I had it out before the holiday when I was on live. And it is so cute. I'll bring that out next week and show you. Now we're going to do the same thing with this one. This is your inside sentiment, or the panel on the inside. You know, when you have a darker card base that you can't write directly on, you need to make sure you put a lighter one on the inside. Otherwise you wouldn't be able to read your writing. Put this here. Put this right on here, and see, because it's not exact, I can move it just to get, there we go. And you know, this is a great way, this little bit, sometimes you know, you cut and you make a bigger project. Yep, see how I've got that white showing right there, and that would show up. I'll show you what I did. But this strip is an easy way when you have extra left from a project to use it up. You don't have to waste it, and it's a great use of those scraps. And you know, you could even orient the card the other way and put the strip down there if you had a shorter piece. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I did to fix it. I had to do it on here, and you can kind of see a little bit, but not too bad. I used my Rich Razzleberry, my light Rich Razzleberry marker, and very carefully took this end and went right along the side of it. There we go. I think, let's see how that looks. See, it doesn't show up quite so much. I've got to do just a little at the bottom, right here. So this is my, gotta be careful though, because this can get away from you and look really bad. And again, I did get a little bit on the paper, but you know what? It blends right in. You can't even tell. So I'd rather have this little piece than have the white stand out. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on the inside. And I tend to not put sentiments on the inside until I'm ready to send it out, because I don't know who I'm going to send them to necessarily. And I may want to put something different depending on who it's to. Okay, let's put this over. Oh shoot. Did I get... Okay. There we go, nice and centered. Easy, easy. There you go. There's the inside's all done, nice and dressed up. Now the only thing we have left to do is the ribbon. And you'll notice the ribbon is kind of speckled. Part of this suite of product is this really great white, what is this called? Crinkled seam binding ribbon. This is very light. It's very thin. It's not bulky, so it's perfect if you're going to mail a card. And it's very easy to alter, you know, to change the color of, to stamp on, whatever you may want to do. And that's exactly what I did on this. I stamped on it, okay? So let me get this out of my way and this out of my way. I think I have about 13, 14 inches. I got 15, which is way more. Because you know what? I ended up doing kind of a lazy person's bow. I was not feeling it last night when I was making it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this speckled, the larger speckled image out of the set. I'm just going to kind of put this part in the ink and just kind of give it some design. And I thought this was so cool. I've seen people coloring it with ink or with the markers, with the blends. It's really a great way to alter this ribbon to match any project you might be working on. Okay. There you go. And that's that. I said I better put the ink pad away, otherwise I'll get it. Let me get rid of my messy paper. There we go. Okay. And I forgot to get out. Oh no, I did get out glue dots. Good. Okay. So I'm going to use some glue dots. And like I said, I'm not always good at tying bows, but what I do a lot of the time is I'll just use a glue dot and attach it to the ribbon and attach it to the back. You know, I'll put it right like this, right over, attach it, put this down here like this. Let me get a little bit of extra. I love this ribbon. It is very thin, fine, easy to tie. It is easy, very easy to tie. I'm just not good at the bows when you're tying them all the way around. Okay, I want to make sure my ribbon is kind of straight. Get another glue dot here. I'm just going to pick that up right off the roll. And there we go. Boom. And then I can take this piece, I can tie this on here, and about this, no, just below the line of the flowers. So I'm going to tie this on here. And I got a little more than I need, but that's okay. I can snip that off. Ribbon's really not very expensive, so I have a jar over here where I keep bits and pieces of ribbon that I might use for something else, and every once in a while it's nice to have. I do have to dig into it to find something. So anyway, then we're gonna just put this on the card base. So I'm gonna use my Tombow glue on this. Tombow is an acquired taste. I didn't like it at first. You just gotta get the right squeeze on the bottle, so to speak, so you get the right amount of glue, because too much is bad. The one bad thing about it is if it squeezes out from the sides, it does make a shiny, a little bit of a shine, but at the same time, there is a way to knock that shine down. So, okay, there we go. So, happy birthday card using the painted poppies and the Peaceful Moments stamp sets. So, and they have dies and everything included or available too. So please, like I said, leave me a comment. Let me know what is your favorite products out of the new catalog. Share my video. Maybe I'll send this card out to you. Maybe I'll draw your name and I'll send it out to you. And I'd like to know, what would you like? Do you have a suite you'd like to see me make a card with next week? I never know what y'all want to see, so I pick what I like to do, which is fine. So for right now, I don't have anything else. I am going to sign off for now, but I'll see y'all next Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern for Stamping with Denise. Y'all take care. And I do have my classes coming up. If you want to know when my classes are, drop me a message and I will get that scheduled to you. Thanks now, everybody. Have a good one and Happy New Year. Bye now.